Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. This is Matza coming at you another lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who are pushing this word with 100% truth and accuracy with sincerity. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out there who are doing this word with sincerity. To you all, I'd like to say Shalom. Revelation 13, 16 through 17. You all know what that is. Some of you might not, but most of you should. The motb. And we're going into that. Now, this man, he's about to push that out very soon. Because this man, he has nothing to lose at this point. He's losing all type of ways of winning his kingdom back. And he's going to get desperate. Now, this thing has been out there for the longest. For a long time. And like I said, they're gonna eventually push this thing out. They're gonna have to, for prophecy's sake, and because it's gonna be their last trump card, which is gonna fail. But prophecy has passed, and this man, there's nothing he can do about it. He's watching his kingdom fall and burn right before his eyes. Now, before I begin, fair use. Any and all clips and videos used in this video are for educational purposes only. They are not used for monetary purposes. Not used to gain money. They're used for educational purposes only. Now, as you can see on the screen, the so legendary interview I'm pretty sure many of you have seen. Aaron Russo. He's talking about the motb. And yeah, it's speaking mad things right now. You can't deny it. Nobody can really deny it no more. It's pretty much out there. We're just pretty much waiting for them to push it on the people. But let's play the videos and the receipts so you guys can see what's going on. Now let's begin.
You hear George Bush saying democracy means freedom. No, democracy equals New World Order. Democracy equals slavery. Be individuals. Think for yourself. Have critical thinking. I learned an awful lot from Mr. Rockefeller. And one of the things that we used to talk about was the ultimate plan of the banking industry, what they wanted to accomplish. The whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is getting me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. He's the one who told me 11 months before 9/11 ever happened that there was going to be an event. And I remember he was telling me how how you're going to see soldiers looking in caves for people in Afghanistan and Pakistan and all these places. And there's going to be this war on terror, of which there's no real enemy. And the whole thing is a giant hoax. You can never win the battle. It's a 100-year war. It's a never-ending war on terrorism. And he's just laughing. There's no... Who are we fighting? I mean, why do you think 9/11 happened and then nothing's happened since then? 9/11 was done by people in our own government and our own banking system to perpetuate the fear of the American people into subordinating themselves to anything the government wants them to do.
There you go. I mean, don't you see that today? Do you not see any of that going on today? Let me repeat myself. Do you not see any of that going on today?
What if you could pay for your shopping with just a wave of your hand? This RFID chip works just like a contactless card. It's implanted into your hand, and once it's there, you can pay for groceries, open doors, and even unlock your car. What if you could pay for your shopping?
Hey, the evidence is out there. You know,
Amazing pulls out all the stops. Amazing starts at CSL Plasma. Donate plasma today.
I got microchipped, and this is how you can change your life by becoming a cyborg. You see, my whole life I've had a problem that causes me an inordinate amount of stress, and that is keys. It sounds silly, but the feeling of rushing out the door, driving all the way to work before realizing I can't get in the garage because I forgot my keys or badge, and then having to drive all the way home to get them and then driving back to work is so embarrassing and unnecessary in a modern world where you can get your keys implanted in your hand. So that's what I did. So we're planting a microchip that has an NFC and RFID chip inside of it. Well, you want to open up that space where the chip is going to be inside, right?
So, yeah, with this,
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah, with the needle. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, man, here we go. You want to watch? You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Still good. Look at that, man. You're a tough guy.
All right, skillfully done. These chips are not fundamentally different than the ones you put into your pets. When you put them up to a reader, it sends the chip a little drop of power, and then the chip sends back an ID number. An important thing to note here is that the chip does not store any personal data. In the case of pets, it just stores an ID number, and that ID number can be looked up in a database to find the information about the pet's owner. In the case of this chip, it stores an ID number, and the reader will check that ID number against the database to see if I have access. And no, you can't be tracked from a chip like this. Triangulation and position estimation from the GPS network requires a significant amount of power. And sending the signal anywhere after that would require an even greater amount of power, and these chips don't even have a battery at all. The reality is, depending on the receiver, they hardly even work from short distances. I got microchipped, and this... Dang. I got microchipped, and this is how to change your life by... I need to have my hand in contact with the device, and even then it has to be in a very specific orientation for it to work at all. So even if it did contain personal information, which it doesn't, it would be very difficult for anyone to access it without your explicit cooperation. House keys are much, much less secure than this. If anyone gets a hold of them, they can copy them. There's even been cases of people copying keys from photographs. Like in this paper where researchers at UCSD were able to copy a key from a 2-megapixel cell phone image captured on a Motorola A1200 from 2005. And even more concerning, they were able to copy a key using a camera mounted to a telescope from 200 feet away. So the chip in my hand certainly isn't 100% secure. Someone could cut my hand off and take it and copy it, but it's so much more secure than the common key. And if I ever move, the chip is infinitely reprogrammable. There are two ways to program the chip. One is enrollment, so if you own a lock, you can put your hand up to it and enroll your hand. Or you can go up to the front desk at your hotel or office building and ask them to scan your hand in the same way they would with a blank key, although they might not agree. However, you can also clone existing keys with permission, of course, which is easier and can be as simple as holding a flipper 0 or Proxmark up to the badge or key you want to copy, and then copying that key onto your chip. And if you're not ready to go full cyborg just yet, then you can also buy stickers with these chips inside of them that you can stick to phones or popsicle sticks or whatever. I used these stickers first for a few months before becoming a cyborg to make sure that these chips were really useful in my life, and they were. And there are many other types of chips. The one I have is just for access, but there are others that can process payments, open your Tesla, light up under your skin.
Has an LED inside. When presented to an RFID or NFC reader, the LED inside glows.
And open a web URL when an iPhone or Android touches them.
Walking up to someone, they've got their phone. I'm Jason, you want me to give him... Bloop. There you go. Oh, machine, then man.
Tag open in YouTube.
Yeah. I can't believe it, dude. I can't believe it. Double audio control.
And some people have more than one to combine all of these abilities. And that being said, people have chips for different reasons. For many, it's a form of self-expression. And to tell you about that, here's my cyborg friend, Anastasia.
as you can see, Esau think this junk cool. He has no idea. But as you can see, the motb can do many things. Opening up houses, putting your key on there, your bank account, Social Security, all that stuff. It's gonna be a lot that they're gonna make that useful for. But you all know the end result if you get that. So I don't recommend you doing that for your own health. But yeah, don't take it. That I'm just gonna tell you straight up, don't take that damn thing. It's not good for your health. If you know, you know. But yeah, this man Esau is gonna push this thing out, and it's gonna be his last resort. Cause this man he's not gonna have nothing else. He's gonna have nothing else to lose. He's gonna have to pull out his trump card in order to like get a hold of his kingdom. Cause his kingdom is crumbling. His subordinates are disobeying him. It's a lot going on, and he can't handle it. You know, Esau. He's a crybaby. He whines, and when he can't get his way, he throw temper tantrums, and he start trying to kill stuff. And we're gonna go to, and you know what? Yeah. Before we go to Revelation 13, let's go to Revelation 12 in verse 12. And it reads, "Therefore, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time." This man, he's running out of time. And eventually, he's going to push this thing out, and he's going to use it in many ways. And one of his many ways is to find and to slaughter. And those who are in the truth and ain't going to take this thing, he's going to try to track them to take them out. Hell, he's going to even take out the people that, that decide to take it. This man is wicked. He's not going to care about anybody's life unless, it's him to fulfill his goals in his belly. If it's not going to fill his goals in his belly, he's going to try to delete it. But can you really blame him? Because if he lose his kingdom, hey, it's the end of him. So can you blame him? Hey, what would you do if you was in a situation and you fighting a losing battle? You gonna bitch and whine too. You gonna be try your best to fight. This man, he's gonna put out his trump card, and his trump card is his motb, and his carnal ways, his wants to slaughter the saints, which are the hopeful elect, the children of Israel. And let's go to Revelation 13. We're gonna go to 16. I want to get straight to the point. It's rather late. Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So, everybody's going to be, tried for this thing. He's going to try to push this thing on everybody, whether you rich, you poor, you a slave, are not old, young, sick, healthy, it don't matter. He's gonna try to push this thing on everybody. And this thing gonna be doing many things. It's gonna allow you to buy, sell, use it for medical purposes, many things. And all your information gonna be on there. It's gonna be barcodes and all stuff on there. And this is gonna be his form of control. And recently, Walmart, they decided to use a particular technology, and I'm going to display it on the screen. Walmart digital price labels are coming to every store shelf in US by the end of 2026. Walmart is rolling out digital shelf labels and expects the technology to be in all of US stores by the year's end. Kroger's also has begun experimenting with the technology. You can read the rest of the article. But the videos I showed you earlier, when it showed you the little small chip, well, what do you see on the screen right next to the numbers? How are you going to pay for that? You're going to need that little chip. You're going to need that little C-hip. That little that little human dot. That little tracer. Hey, this man's gonna push this thing out, and your only way of buying things and selling things is gonna be through that it's gonna be through the motb, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. You're gonna have to take that potato chip. If you don't know Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you're gonna need to take that potato chip. That potato chip is gonna be your only way. So you either eat the potato chip, or you rely on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And with that, I like to say, Call Halayim La, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Bashem Kakadash. Peace and blessings to the whole elect out there. To you all, I like to say Shalom.